I wanted to ask Patrice about his thoughts on James Brown and
miss him.
miss
him already.
And Gerald Ford and
Saddam.
And Saddam.
I miss Saddam.
And Lionel from the Jeffersons.
Oh, that's right.
Are you kidding me?
That's right.
Lionel from the Jeffersons is dead?
Yeah, Lionel died. The original Lionel, the one.
The original one.
No, the good one, the famous one.
The famous one.
Yeah, the one that created Good Times, the one that was on All in the Family.
One that was on All in the Family.
Yes.
Used to give Archie a bunch of crap.
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Bunker, we make sure we be. He used to do that and goof on Archie all the time.
He got this much space on page 73 of the Daily News.
In the white press. The Amsterdam News did a 17-page spread about Lionel from Good Times.
Yeah.
Gerald Ford got the page right before the sports.
Yeah.
In the Amsterdam News, and Lionel from the Jeffersons.
Front page.
It was a special
splashed on there.
Edition, a special pull-out
section.
Well, then you gotta miss James Brown, which is disappointing how Saddam and Gerald Ford. And James Brown was doing concerts, like y'all were saying, up to his last breath.
Oh, yeah.
Gerald Ford was doing absolutely nothing but being an ex-president.
Just existing as an ex-president.
Just a guy that used to work.
Is better than touring the country.
And a guy who never was voted for no one voted for this guy under any circumstance.
He worked in the post office or something. I don't even know what he did. And then, because of events at Watergate, he gets made the president of the United States. I like also how they...
Don't forget he was part of the Warren Commission, too.
Oh, ooh.
And he pardoned everybody.
Yeah.
Pardoned Nixon.
I pardon you.
Fell downstairs and it's just like...
They talked about him like he healed the country after Watergate. Like, everyone was so suspect of the government and we had been lied to, and Gerald Ford was this uniting force that calmed us as a nation. This guy did nothing.
No.
He did nothing.
Well, did you watch the coverage yesterday? They couldn't come up with anything.
They talked about him like the savior of the nation. Meanwhile, all he did was not rob anyone, not do anything like Nixon did.
And
he just sat there.
He just got the car back on the road after.
Betty Ford and his wife helped drunks.
Well, that's the angle they took all day yesterday. They kept going to Betty Ford because they had nothing on this.
His funeral should have opened up for James Brown's funeral.
That should have been the opening act.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
The hardest working man in show business, Gerald Ford's corpse, proudly presents James Brown's corpse. Gerald Ford's corpse should put a cape on James Brown's.
Dude, I can't go on. Yeah, we know. You're dead.
But James Brown dies, and I'm thinking, wow, the guy's going to get a lot of respect, a lot of print, a lot of coverage.
Oh, did he get nothing?
And then all of a sudden, oh no, a president died. And then, oh no, they decided Saddam.
They decided in 2 seconds, thanks to Saddam.
That was a hell of a 2 days there.
No, Richard Pryor
didn't get the proper he's dead stuff either. When's the last black person that got? Everybody he died.
Martin Luther King.
Something was going on.
1968, that was
68. Martin Luther King got his due.
I don't even know if he did, man.
No, you know who? Let me tell you who got it. Who did they? Rosa Parks.
Yeah, Rosa got
They put her in the rotunda there.
Yeah.
She died?
Yeah.
She's dead, by the way. Coretta Scott King.
She got some respect.
She got some respect.
People,
yeah, civil rights people.
Fair enough, but James Brown.
James Brown
deserves
entertainment. You know what it was though? James Brown in life was kind of a scumbag. He's very entertaining.
All artists are scumbags. There's not one artist that you can think of that's not a piece of garbage.
Guns and beating women and stuff like that.
That kept this creative flow.
It certainly did. I'm not arguing with the point, Patrice.
How do you think he came up with Al? Every time he punched the bitch in the rib cage.
She makes that.
Good one, baby.
Oh, that's a good one.
I got to sample that.
Got a mic in front of her face. Hitting her in different areas, giving her a Charlie horse. That doesn't work. work.
Dunk her head in the sink.
Got to find the right tone. Ow!
Punching a bitch in the stomach never worked.
For all the music he made, I'd proudly give up. Any of those chicks he beat up on. Any of them.
Yeah.
And his current wife, who they throwing out of
oh my God.
They threw her out of the mansion.
Threw her out.
But do you know why though? Look, it's legal. Even though life ain't fair, she married him, but she never got divorced from this other guy. So what happened is she married James and then got divorced from the other guy. But then she was supposed to marry James again.
Yeah, because the first one didn't take.
Because the first one wasn't true.
Right, because she was still married.
She had his son though.
That don't matter.
There's a lot of baby daddies.
Yeah, I guess.
But there's a huge,
that would count for something.
Gerald Ford got a baby mama.
I don't think there's any argument over that though.
There's an 82-year-old boy out there.
They didn't lock Betty Ford out of the house. Some old broad sitting there on the stoop.
What did you say James Brown looked like in that coffin?
He looked like Esther Roll. I didn't want to look at him. You know what it is? It's like you first of all, he was 73. He lived a long life. He gave so much, man. It's just I don't want to see any. For me to go, oh, James Brown is dead, is just selfishness. I mean, other than the people who love him, for me to go, oh, he gave so much, just when he died, if he disappeared, it's fine, man. They propped him up in that weird, just that death look, man. I
saw, and they showed it on the news. They showed him dead on the news, and I don't know what it is. Maybe the mortician's got to.
They didn't show any makeup version of Gerald Ford. They didn't show the funny-looking dead Gerald Ford.
They gotta get better makeup for black people when they're dead. They all look gray. They all look too ashy.
That's because white makeup ladies are doing it.
White makeup people don't know to do that.
Getting SAG scale.
Did you see?
He was make a good point.
He was propped up in the coffin, gray.
Yeah.
Come on.
They gotta hire union workers.
Get some of that. What's his name? Little Richard makeup on.
But
that is completely
unbelievable.
He looks good because it's like brown spackle they put on him.
It's unnecessary they didn't. I mean,
open coffins
on tour.
They shouldn't be allowed at this point.
No.
I think that's an older generation thing. First of all, I don't think the younger generation in general has open coffins. It's too creepy.
I think that's
for everybody involved.
I think that whole thing started before photography, when they didn't have pictures of loved ones, so they wanted to get a last look.
Right.
How about you just have pictures and you remember that?
Yeah, it's more
open. Stop it.
Closed coffin with a couple nice pictures.
Right.
Maybe a picture
Slam that thing shut.
Now, was this president's death protocol what they did for Gerald Ford? Like I don't even remember Reagan
got a lot more.
Reagan got a big one, but I don't remember. I think it was more of a private thing, though, wasn't it?
It didn't seem like he got this much.
They didn't.
Well, we didn't
traipse him all over the place, did they?
We didn't elect the guy, so not going to give him the full all-out funeral.
Well,
kind of walked into the job.
Reagan
never meant to be a president. Let's be honest here.
Reagan had it was kind of a private thing, wasn't it?
Reagan?
Reagan,
I don't remember
it being, because Gerald Ford, quite frankly, look, I'm not trying to disrespect presidents, but the guy was pretty insignificant up to his death.
He was a filler.
You got to start respecting black performers, man.
I do. I was sad when James Brown died.
Name an obscure black performer.
And then you see MC Hammer showed up at the funeral, and then Michael Jackson kissing James Brown.
You know who's a good actor?
Freak.
Yaphet Kotto. There's my respect.
Yaphet, that's what James Brown looked like in the
He looked like Yaphet Kotto.
That was Yaphet Kotto. I do love Yaphet, though. I was watching Alien this morning.
I was watching it, too.
I do enjoy Yaphet.
I couldn't sleep. The movie's fantastic.
They made James look like Yaphet Kotto.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, man.
Poor James, no respect.
No respect. Well.
And then he had to compete with Ford and Saddam.
And Saddam,
who, by the way, we were talking about that yesterday.
He still should have closed he still should have been headlining all those deaths.
You would headline that? I think Saddam would be the headliner.
Of those deaths?
Saddam headlines.
Gerald Ford hosts. Saddam Middles does a tight 25 to 30.
How do you follow a hanging?
It's Saddam.
Let me tell you something.
You end with the hanging.
I got a live tape.
That's like the pyrotechnics.
James Brown.
Right.
Live tape of James Brown in Boston.
Unless he hangs at the end of it.
Riots. It was some riots in Boston. Right after they had riots in Boston. And the people on the stage rioting. James Brown like, come on, sit down. James Brown told the police, don't worry about it. People on the stage kicking stuff, going crazy. James Brown stopped the riot and then went right into Bewildered.
He's a miracle worker.
I'm telling you, he was like...
So you think he could bring the crowd back after a hanging?
Let me tell you something.
The hanging happened.
He could close a Saddam Hussein... If Saddam Hussein gave one of his I Hate America speeches...
Yeah.
And then James Brown could close in Iraq... in front of insurgents.
And they'd be cheering.
After F America speech by Saddam. Without question. Everybody calm down. America's great. Bewildered.
Wow, man.
I'm telling you.
That's some power.
Now,
I follow a hanging.
I'm going to have to disagree, though.
There's no way that hanging is
Saddam
closing.
hanging was fantastic. I laughed, I cried, I felt great about myself. They bring him in, and he just looks like they probably told him they were taking him out to dinner. Because he's wearing his little coat.
Right.
He comes in to the room, looks around, and gives the Pesci, oh no. You know, like, oh boy.
It looks like
was
no
I
idea.
bamboozled.
And I think that was part of the plan.
And this guy, with the other guys, the executioners with their ski masks on, the guy's kind of telling him, all right, I'm going to put this black material around your neck, and then the noose, and then some guy starts bad-mouthing him. And they start saying names of people that Saddam had killed and leaders of people that Saddam had problems with. Mm-hmm. And Saddam just looks at the guy and goes, you call this manhood? Is this manhood? And just gives the guy crap right back. He goes, God damn you. You go to hell, Saddam was just, he had a set of balls on him right there before they hung him.
He had the crowd warmed up. He's still middling.
No way.
Is still middling.
Saddam's whole act was great.
Even though
it
was some layers. The layer was that he was very smooth under. It was no holding up. There was no dead man walking.
It was tight and a big ending. They didn't have to give him the red light.
He knew when to get off the stage.
Thank you, good night.
He didn't go over.
Thank you, good night.
And then you're going to tell me that James Brown is going to follow the hanging with this.
Everybody, please, all the insurgents, sit down, please. Please, sit down. I understand you hate American infidel. Hey, I know infidel. Listen.
Hey, no, calm down.
Calm down, no.
Oh, hey,
Police, no, don't hurt nobody. Listen, don't let the police come in here and spoil our good time. Listen here. Hey man. Hold on. Stop music for a second. Stop music. Listen. Give a big hand for Saddam Hussein. He's fantastic. Everybody does Saddam Hussein, everybody. Now listen to me. Listen. We're gonna get this going here now. Sit down. Stop shooting, man. Stop the shooting. Oh, listen, man. Listen. Everybody, hold on. No. Listen, officer, no, don't grab it, man. Listen to me. Okay, everybody calm down.
Just chasing people.
You think James Brown can follow?
James Brown.
He can
follow Saddam.
It's close, but I say Saddam's got to close that show.
No way in hell does Saddam close that show.
That was Daffy Duck drinking the gasoline, kerosene, and uranium, and the match. I can only do it once. That was it.
I've seen him under all those noises do a show.
Bring the crowd back.
We're bewildered. They were shooting, they were stabbing, and he just
All right, listen.
Ah, damn.